time to dish with D. That's me. Thank you for clicking on this video and making yourself a priority. I am Denise, and it is meal prep day here on Dish with D. What are you meal prepping today, D? We have 3 recipes. 3 original recipes, I believe, which is a rarity sometimes. I have in the video, when I filmed it on Monday, I called it peach cobbler, peaches and peach pie. I didn't know what to call it because I just kind of, again, was making it up on the fly. But a few of you recommended peaches and cream. Peter said peaches and cream sounded better because it's yogurt in there. So we can call it peaches and cream overnight oats. It was yummy, and it's peach season here in New Jersey. So I think it's peach season everywhere, I think. I'm not really sure. But we have that. We have a banana split mini loaf cake. So if you're out getting those little mini loaf pans at the Dollar Tree, you can throw this baby on there. And you can make it, you can have it just a cake, or you can make it, I made it into a banana split because the cake is banana. So I added some whipped cream, some nuts, cherry, and chocolate syrup. But again, when you add those things, you have to adjust the points, because for me, the cake is 3 points for the whole cake, because I just have to count the flour, but you decide. And we made a riff on an eggplant parm. It is not eggplant parm, and I'm not going to claim it is. But it's grilled eggplant with fresh tomato and some Parmesan cheese. It's a nice little appetizer, little light lunch. We have it here a lot, and I've always wanted to film it for you, and I just keep forgetting. But I did today. So you will see eggplant parm, dish with D grilled style. So we just grill it. We put a slice of fresh Jersey tomato and a little Parmesan cheese. And a drizzle of balsamic, which I forgot to put on till the very, very end. But it's really good. They love it here, so we have it quite often because eggplants are in abundance, as is tomatoes. So let's get started with our overnight oats, because I love me some overnight oats. Let's roll some footage. Time to make breakfast. I decided to have some peach pie, peach cobbler, overnight oats. Either way, I'm not sure where it's going to go yet. So I'm lacking, and I have fresh peaches, but I don't want to put them in tonight because I don't like my fruit mushy. That's just my personal preference. So I'm going to put my peaches on. I'm going to top it tomorrow with peaches. But here we have 1/2 cup of old-fashioned rolled oats in my jar. And I'm going to add a teaspoon of some chia seeds. And that's how I'm rolling with this. Okay. And for the peach, the only thing I had on hand was some sugar-free peach jello. Thanks to one of my lovelies at Live, I thought I might have some peach jello. Now, if you had peach skinny syrup, you could use that. I don't know, is there peach extract? You could probably use that. But we're going to do with peach jello. I'm hoping it doesn't gel too much. So I'm going to do about 1/2 teaspoon of peach jello. And I'm also going to put in some cake batter extract because I want it to be cakey. So we're going to do a teaspoon of some cake batter, cobblery, peach cake, peach cobbler. You know where we're going to go with this. So that. 1/2 cup of Premier Protein to amp up the protein. Now, if I had a peach protein that would probably be really good. And they do make that. And some non-fat Greek yogurt. I'm just going to do about 1/3 cup. My usual. My base is always the same for oats, yogurt, Fairlife, or Premier. This is 0.5. Might get a little liberal on that one. So let's just give it a mix. Now, I might want to add some cashew milk, or you could add more of the Premier. That's up to you, what you want to spend, what you want to add it. Like I said, you want to put, I'm going to put more vanilla. I'm going to put some, cashew milk. I want to put more yogurt. Let me smell it. Smells a little bit peachy. It looks kind of peachy. I'm going to grab some cashew milk. All right. Put a glug in there, probably about 2 tablespoons. I could always add more liquid tomorrow if I don't think it's too thick. Now, also, I'm not putting any sweetener in till tomorrow because I don't know how much sweetener the Jell-O is going to give, so I don't want to make it overly sickeningly sweet. And plus the fresh peaches are sweet, so I don't want to, I can always add, but I can't take it out. So I don't want to err on the side of caution. So, all right, there we have it. I'm gonna go in the fridge overnight. I will see you in the morning for breakfast. All right, it's the next morning. It's early because we're going out. I gotta jump into the shower, so I thought I'd come down and have breakfast first. Put my oatmeal in my bowl. You can see it is extremely thick. Between the chia seeds and the Jell-O, it's very thick. So we're gonna add a little bit more water to that. I mean, milk to that. I'm not even awake yet. But right here I have what we call a donut peach. Looks like a donut. You can get these at Trader Joe's. My local farm stand has them. They're only, I think, around a short time, and they were out, so I was like so excited. So, what I love about these is if you go, let me show you. If you go like this, usually, they peel, and there is a small pit in the center. You can just kind of pop out with your nail. Look at that. And you can eat the whole thing. So I'm going to slice this in little slices, and then we're going to put some toppings. All right, like I said, extremely thick. We're going to add a little bit more cashew milk. We haven't used a point's worth yet. We probably won't. Another couple tablespoons is all we need. And just give it a zhuzh. See, it's perfect. Now you could use the protein egg drink if you wanted to add more protein. I just don't. I'm fine with what this is. So now we get to top it. So what I want to use first is a little brown sugar substitute. Not a lot. I like to get that little crunchy top. That's just my preference, but you know. Not even a tablespoon. Just a couple little shakes. Okay, because we're going to add something else that has sweetness, so I don't want to be overbearing. Okay, let's put the peaches. The donut peaches I sliced. You don't have to be, you can just dump them on, but since, you know, we're trying to be aesthetically pleasing here because I filmed my food, we're going to make it look a little bit pretty. And I did leave the skin on. There's no reason to cut the skin off. The skin has totally good vitamins, so you want to eat the skin as much as you can in certain things. And this doesn't bother me in this because of the oatmeal. It's just going to really not even be noticeable. There we go. And I do have some crushed hemp hearts. Teaspoon over top. Whoops, I keep hitting this. Oh, Jesus, like D, get a better setup. I do have this from Choc Zero, this peach syrup. 1 tablespoon is 1 point. Again, you don't need it. I happen to have it. It's the only reason I'm using it. I don't say go run out and grab it, but, you know, since I have it, I should use it because it is peach, right? This will add another layer of sweetness that we might need. Look at that. Yeah, this could be called peach pie, peach cobbler, peach compote, peachy summer. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Totally. And I'm undecided whether I want the pumpkin seeds. I'm going to say no today because I don't feel I want any more crunch on this because I want it to be nice and creamy and smooth. So I'm going to opt out of the pumpkin seeds. But if you want to add pumpkin seeds, you can. I have that crushed hemp for a little bit of crunch. So there it is. There is peach pie, peach compote, peach cobbler, peachy overnight oats. I can't wait to dig in. Let me tell you, I did taste it coming out of the jar, and it does have a peach flavor from that Jell-O. But like I said, you could use a water enhancer if you have it. If there's a peach extract, then you probably could use it. But I don't have a peach skinny syrup. Oddly enough, I don't. I did have, well, I'm lying. I had a peach Bellini, but I didn't know that was the kind of peach vibe I was going for. But I had the Jell-O, so I used it. So that's breakfast for me. I don't have to count my oats. I just have to count the the Premier for 1 point. The Jell-O I didn't use enough. And the toppings were all 0. Oh no, I'm sorry. This was 1 point. It's 2 points for that. I mean, 1 point, 1 point. So I think my breakfast is 2 points. That's a lot of food. A lot of food. So give this one a try and let me know what you think. Well, I have a rotting banana. So I decided to make a cake. But I've made cakes before. But I've decided to try a banana split cake. So we're trying to have all the components of a banana split. Give or take. WW5, of course. So you get your banana and you mash it well. It's pretty firm. Huh? Steve kept saying it's was overripe. Not as smushy as I like it. But all right, we mash it well. And a lot of you ask, can I sub out applesauce and pumpkin? You absolutely can. But this is a banana split cake, so you don't want to sub out the applesauce and the pumpkin for a banana split cake because it's going to be. I'm wanting it to taste like banana. All right. And we're going to put our incredible edible egg. All right. Get them out of the way. All right. Banana extract. I'm going to put a teaspoon because I want it to taste like a banana. Is this the teaspoon? No, this is the teaspoon. Well, you know what? We're going to do a half a teaspoon because I think a whole teaspoon is going to be a little too much. This is a small little bread. There we go. So half a teaspoon. Remember, go to the written recipes, dishwithd.com. Do not listen to what I say here. And we're going to do some vanilla extract as well. Same amount, half a teaspoon, because I like vanilla. Do I think the banana extract is important? I do, because it's a banana cake. So I really want to run the banana flavor home. But if you don't have it, you could use banana skinny syrup. I think that would work if you happen to have it. I don't happen to have banana skinny syrup. All right, we're going to do a quarter teaspoon of salt. Because all baked goods need some salt. And teaspoon of baking powder because all baked goods need baking powder. I am winging this, so God knows how it's going to turn out. And I'm going to put about a quarter teaspoon of cinnamon. Not a lot. I don't want cinnamon to take over. But I do want a little because I think bananas and cinnamon. I'm not sure there's cinnamon in banana splits, but it's in my banana split. So, gosh darn it, I'm putting it in. All right, need a spatula. Oh, let's bring the Christmas one in because that's what. All right, I'm going to put I'm going to put brown sugar. I decided brown sugar, so I'm going to put a nice tablespoon of the brown sugar substitute that I use, which is the Truvia Sweet Complete. And you need some flour because it is a cake. Quarter cup of all-purpose flour. You could use wheat flour, that would work. You could use oat flour, that would work. Flour is flour. All right, let's get this fork out of there. And give it a nice little, break up that brown sugar. And I went with the brown, I don't know why, I just felt like it. You could use regular monk fruit, it doesn't really matter. But I went with the brown. I thought it would go nice with the banana. Now, this seemed a little bit thick to me. So I'm going to go grab a little bit of yogurt. I don't know, maybe, I don't have to, but I could. So amp up the protein. I don't think it would hurt, but you know what? Maybe we'll save the yogurt for the topping. Because maybe we'll put some on the top. That's a good idea. It's actually pretty good. And mush it down. Alright, Oven is preheated to 350, 375, whichever you prefer to bake with. All right, I have my prepared little ceramic pan. And remember, you can get these at the Dollar Tree. Yes, sir. Or yes, ma'am. Just pour it in. I spray mine with nonstick spray. These, I find anyway, bake really evenly because of the ceramic, the stone. All right. But let's top it first. All right, we have our loaf. I'm going to top it with some lilies. I'm probably going to use a point's worth, but I'm going to split it up. I'm going to put some here. I want them to bake inside. And we're going to grab a little bit of maraschino cherry juice. Just hoping it gives it a little, you know, drizzle. That's all I'm using. So I'm going to bake it in my preheated oven. I think it takes about 25 minutes. When we take it out, we're going to, I've decided to top it with this chocolate syrup, more Lily's chips, and a little bit of nuts. That's what we'll do. All right, I'll see you when she's done baking. All right, she baked for, like I said, 25 minutes. She looks stunning. Smells amazing. So I'm gonna let it cool completely. But see, I wanted the red little in there just to give it, I don't know. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. So we're going to let her cool. I'm gonna put it on a wire rack, cool completely, and then we're gonna top it. Yeah, we're gonna top it. And then we're going to what? We're gonna eat it. Oh. Cake. Who says you're not having cake on WW? And again, like I said, your local dollar store now sells these. They're in the fall section. So where they have the ceramic pumpkins, they have ceramic ones that are in for harvest. So go run and buy them out. It is the D-pan, I call it. All right, our cake is completely cooled off. You can see the little red in there. I did it for decorative purposes. Again, you don't have to. But I'm only going to do half a cake at a time. Let's see the inside. How good does that look? All right, let's do this one first. So what I'm going to put in this one is some Ready Whip. Just a little bit. And what is in every good banana split? I got some zero sugar chocolate syrup. And some nuts. A little bit of almonds, all I happen to have around. Again, very little toppings, a few more lilies on top. That is one half. Other half, we can try this. Cut it in half. Put some non-fat Greek yogurt in it, because I've seen people do banana splits with yogurt, so I would be all up for this. A little bit of yogurt on top. Same thing. Chocolate syrup. Getting low on my syrup. A little bit. Whoops. Just a few lilies. Of course, the nuts, you know. So less than a tablespoon. And we can't forget a cherry on top. Now, I don't like cherries, so I wouldn't put it on mine, but I think every banana split has to have a cherry on the top. So there you go. Again, that's how I envisioned it. You can do whatever you want. The cake itself would be perfect with nothing on it because it smells really good. So let's take a look above. All right, there's the one with the whipped cream. There's the one with the yogurt. I don't know. Looks like banana split to me. I mean, you could put the whipped cream on with the yogurt as well. You could put ice cream on it. Why not? You know? But like I said, I only have to count the flour in my cake. Bananas are 0 and the egg is 0. But if you have to count the egg, I believe it's 3 points for the whole loaf because all I have to do is count the flour. So yeah, I'd be happy with half of this, honestly. It looks delicious, but let's have a taste. Because, you know, I'm not sure it's going to be any good. Okay. Let's try the one with the whipped cream. Of course, I'm not going to eat the cherry. It's a big piece. I'm sold. Let's try the one with the yogurt. That's the one that intrigues me. Again, you could add as many toppings as you want to pay for. I like the yogurt one. That pairs really nicely. So, like I said, you have a plain. You could toast this and top it. It'd be delicious. But again, you're going to eat a plain. You don't have to put any of these toppings on there. You know, have what you have on hand and enjoy it. So I'm going to go finish this. Thanks for watching. All right, we're going to make some, I'm calling it eggplant parm. It is really nothing like eggplant parm, but it's just a light version, in my opinion, of eggplant parm because it has eggplant, has tomato, and it has cheese. But, you know, it's totally not eggplant parm. My family hates when I say it, but it's good, and it make a really nice appetizer. So I'm going to use one of these. This is a Sicilian eggplant. It is round. It is light in purple in color. These are locally grown in my area only in the summertime. I love these. Oh my gosh. So we're going to, now you could, some people leave the skin on. I don't, but it's up to you. I always cut. Let's grab this. I don't want the phone to fall because I didn't put the tripod in. Okay, it's like this slab. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take my peeler and I'm just going to peel it like that. That's all we're going to do. All right, we have our eggplant peeled. I'm going to show you how thin the skin is on this eggplant. It's really thin. It is, like I said, light and purple, and the eggplant is round. So what I like to do is keep the roundness, and we're just going to cut it into little round planks, like that. Try to be as even as I can. You know it's not going to happen. But you can see this is the seeds that are in this one. They're not bitter. They're really, really nice. We're going to make our planks. And then we're going to go out to the grill. We're going to brush them with a little olive oil. We're going to grill these bad boys up. Before we go out, we're going to prep our tomato. Now, I just use a regular Jersey tomato. I mean, they're beefsteak is the word I was looking for. You can use any tomatoes you have. But the Jerseys really lend itself because they're really, really sweet. So we cut the end off. And we just cut it in nice slices. You don't want them too thin. You want to have a nice slice. You might be putting 2 slices on each eggplant because eggplant slices are pretty round. I mean, look at the inside of the Jersey tomato. I mean, it's just, you know, delicious. This is a nice little, it could be an appetizer. It could be a main entree, but it's, you know, we use it as more of an appetizer here. So I'm going to cut a few tomatoes so they're ready to go. We're going to go outside and grill our don't forget, when you're cutting tomatoes, you want to use a serrated bread knife. It just makes quick, you know, because of the delicate flesh. It's perfect. And if you wanted to, I use a serrated peeler. And I peel the skin off tomatoes, and plums, and peaches with the serrated peeler. It makes quick work of them. You don't have to do that boil method. And yeah, that's way too long. You just use the serrated peeler, and it makes quick work of peeling your soft fleshed fruit. So let's go out and get our eggplant cooked. I'm going to go out with some olive oil as well. So I'm going to have olive oil in a bowl, a brush, and my eggplant. So let's go. All right, our grill is nice and hot. Yes, we're outside grilling. Something new on Dish with D. So we have our eggplants like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to brush one side and place that oiled side down. And yes, I'm using olive oil, extra virgin. I don't worry about it. It's olive oil. I don't get too crazy about it. Like, oh, how much do you have, D? You know, I'm not eating all of it. So I'm just going to brush a couple like this. Just a little bit of olive oil like that. And put the right side down. Not a lot, not even just enough to give it a little bit of, you know, And no, I'm not salt or peppering it because we will take care of that when we top it with the tomato and stuff like that. Like that. And then, while they're down, I'm just going to put a little olive oil on this side as well. Now, eggplants are like a sponge. You know, it's going to suck it all up. But you know what? It's a good fat, so don't worry too much about that. All right. We're going to close our lid and let the grill do its thing. All right, let's check on them. Whew. Give them a flip. You can see they have a little bit of grill, if you can see on the camera, but they have a little bit of grill marks. Ooh, that one looks beautiful. Look at that. Ooh, let me show you close up. Look at that. Yep. That is flavor. Come on. They're not my normal grill tools. I just was in a hurry to get this filmed before it got to be too late. That is perfect. And close her down. That was about 4 minutes on one side. Everybody's grill's different, you know. You just have to, you can't just put it on there and leave it. You really should be here checking because it's a very delicate eggplant. So actually, we could put it on the same plate because it's eggplant. There's no cross-contamination of raw eggplant versus cooked eggplant. So we'll let that side grill for a few. We'll come back. We'll take it off. All right, let's see which ones are done. Because some are a little bit thicker than others, I do admit. I wasn't the best cutter. All right, I'll do this one. You can see how it kind of gives, so you know it's done. This one's another one. This one looks done. Yeah. See, it's definitely soft. Now it depends. You can cook them for how long you want. This is just a thin one. We'll take it off. And if you want to re-dip them in a little olive oil, that's totally your prerogative. These are almost done. I'm gonna put a little bit more. It's hot. Oh, hot. A little bit. I'd say a total of about 10 minutes. But like I said, you have to decide how well done you want them. See, I like them like that. So they're just starting to be so tender. Like I said, you could bread them and air fry them and it'd be fabulous, but it's always fun to grill. And like I said, that char is flavor. So yeah, it's just something fun to do, Change up your food a little bit. Ouch, make it a little bit different and enjoyable. I'm sure these eggplants are done. We're done to my liking anyway. All right. Oh, look at that. I mean, that's, my friends, is money. This one, I don't know. It's a little bit thick. This one's probably good enough. This one, I think is good enough too. That got a little too much char, but you know what? It's all good. That one's perfect. All right, eggplant is off the grill. Now let's go in and make us a little something different, shall we? Come join me, because it's a little bit hot out here. All right, we're back inside. We have our plates. We have our grilled eggplant. I did post a picture of the plate of grilled eggplant. Now, again, you can do whatever you want with it, but this is how I like to do it. Let's put my eggplant down. I like to put a beautiful slice of Jersey tomato. And I'm going to use the Trader Joe's Spicy Italian style sprinkle. I don't know, it just sounds really good. A little bit of fresh cracked pepper. Because, you know, and they're salty. There's some worrying about salt. Plus, we'll put a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Don't judge my cheese choice. And that is one way you can do it. Or we also can try it this way. Let me find one that's this one. Eggplant, seasoning, tomato. I want small tomatoes. This one. You can try rolling it. Oh, wait a minute. Cheese. Ha, cheese. You can put a mozzarella stick. Look at that. Like that. You could put like a string cheese in there and have Parmesan. Again, this opens it up for about any way you want to eat it. But I just like doing the slice of tomato. Just like so. With seasonings and cheese and pepper. It's a light, refreshing take on eggplant. We like to do this around here. So, yep, I'm going to show you an aerial view. There you go. Doesn't that look yummy? And it is so delicious. Like I said, you could roll it. You could put string cheese, any cheese you want. I'm just doing something really quick. And there you go. I know it's not eggplant parm. It's just grilled eggplant with some tomato. It's just a fresh take on it. So I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, this is my favorite eggplant. We love eating it here. And it's a quick, like I said, side dish for dinner, quick lunch, appetizer, you name it, you could have it. Let me go finish making these. All right, I just wanted to show you that I put a balsamic drizzle on top. I thought I was filming and apparently I wasn't. But I just drizzled a little bit of balsamic vinegar on top for a little flair. And I did stack mine. There's 2 there because, you know, when in Rome. So this is my lunch today, or part of my lunch actually. All right, that's it. 3 recipes. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If there's anything you think you might want to try. Yeah, all 3 original recipes. That's a rarity. Sometimes no, but they're all just come out of my head. It's a crazy place. So thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, join us here on the YouTube. Part of our YouTube family, and join the Dish with D revolution. We are going to whip our weight loss 1 pound at a time. So join us for that. We go live here on this channel Sunday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. You're all welcome to join us here. Just show up before you blow up. It's a great supportive group, and you might just help. So that's it. I will dish with you another day. Thanks again for watching, and ta-ta, my lovelies.